Good afternoon. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News from Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery. Krystal 93 is honoring local ladies today on International Women's Day. We talked with Chris Karen, owner of Locals Liquors and a Silverthorne Town Council member.
It's about caring. If all you care about is making money, you're never going to make it. If you care about your community, care about your business, care about what you're doing for those people, then I think it lends itself to the success that you might have.
We talked with Lynn Bayer, co-owner of the Pad Hotel and Hostel, and a new mom.
I think it's just nice to not only be in a community of such strong women, but with women that have the empathy and patience.
We talked with Erin O'Brien, co-owner of Saved by the Wine and a member of a local women in business group.
We've supported each other in giving ourselves time and how to, turn off your email and strategies that everyone has to still stay sane.
Today from 5 to 8 is a special wine tasting at Saved by the Wine featuring women winemakers. The Pad is hosting women's networking and happy hour. 6 people were booked for DUI last week by Summit Sheriff's deputies. DUI and domestic violence are the local leading causes for arrests this year. Call load at Dillon PD was lighter than usual in February. Traffic accidents were still common, many caused by ice, snow, and speed. State Patrol is out in force this Friday on I-70 and other mountain highways, trying to stop distracted driving before it turns deadly. Last year was the deadliest year in recent history on Colorado roads. Distracted driving was the #1 factor. This week on the State of Summit.
As one veteran highway engineer put it, we were going by the book, but the damn mountain couldn't read.
That was CDOT Director Shoshana Liu at the mouth of the Eisenhower Tunnel today, celebrating 50 years of the nation's highest and longest tunnel.
It took grit and pioneer resiliency to build this tunnel, and the investment is ongoing as we now take on significant repairs, which our 10-year plan has prioritized.
Construction there took 5 years and more than 6,000 workers, including Clear Creek County Commissioner Randy Wheelock, then 23, fresh from Oklahoma.
I had no idea I'd be working at 11,000 feet and 20 below, and I remember at one point working so hard on the inside of the tunnel that I hate to miss the happy birthday over here, but working on the inside of the tunnel that I was stripped down to a t-shirt because we were swinging so hard and realized I was sweating hard, and then I looked down and saw ice forming on my boots.
Current and former tunnel staff saying happy birthday as a vintage 70s State Patrol cruiser traveled the tunnel.
Colorado State Patrol will officially usher in the next half-century like they did when the tunnel opened.
But that's not exactly true. State Patrol Colonel Matthew Packard shared the story of when troopers got snaked.
Before it was paved, there was a young guy that wanted to make a little bit of history himself. And he snuck through the barricade, so to speak, and drove his car on a dirt road through that tunnel. A patrolman caught him, however, before he was successful. For the record, he arrested him for driving impaired.
Since 1973, nearly 500 million cars have passed through the Eisenhower and neighboring Johnson tunnels. Average daily traffic has more than quadrupled, from 8,100 cars to more than 35,000. Tune in again next week for the State of Summit on Krystal 93. In sports, the Nuggets play the Bulls tonight at 7. And in local sports, the Breckenridge Vipers are back at home this Friday and Saturday, playing the Sun Valley Suns. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News from Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery.